Hello and welcome to the tutorial on Vivado. So in this video we will try to do logic verification using Vivado and block designing. We will also be using Vivado IP and we will be doing all this project using Basis 3 FPGA board. So first I will try to create a project using Vivado software. So first I will select the board. I have this Basis 3 board. So as you can see I have selected the Basis 3 board. So you can select whatever board you have. Remember that we need a FPGA board to do this project. So first we will create a VHDL file. So I am doing logic verification for a simple 2 input AND gate using this Vivado block designing. So first of all, I will create a module for the AND gate whose logic I will be verifying. So AND gate will have two inputs A and B and one output, that is Y. So we have created the VHDL file for this AND gate. So as you can see, it will take some time, so I will pause the video. So it has created this AND gate. So let me write the code. So Y will be equal to A and B. So as you can see, our code is perfect and it will easily be simulated. So we will not simulate it, we will verify the logic using a block design. So I am creating a block, so we can give the name any block and it will create a block design. So I will be importing my module in this block designing and then we will be verifying the logic for that module. So I will be first be importing the module for AND gate using the add module button. Now to verify this module we will be using VIO, which is the virtual input output block. This is the IP block of Vivado. So as you can see, I have just imported this IP block. So I will be verifying my AND gate logic using this VIO block. So as you can see, it has only two outputs. So we will need two. It has only one output. We will need two outputs because we have two inputs A and B for verification. So we will change the probe count to 2. So first we will connect A to the first probe and B to the second probe, and clock, I will be using the clock which is present on my FPGA board. So I will make that external and Y will be connected to the input of that VIO block. So we are making the opposite connections because we are doing the verification. So we will validate the design. Now we will do the layout regeneration. So in case, so our design is validated successfully. Now we will create a wrapper for this design that will wrap all the module VHDL module and this block design in a single VHDL block. So as you can see, a single wrapper is created for my design. So this wrapper contains the VHDL module also and the verification block also. So this is created. Now we will try to simulate this design. So we will run the synthesis part. So I will pause the video. It will take some time. So as you can see, the synthesis has been completed. So we will open the synthesized design because we have to do the mapping of the pins. So the synthesis is now complete. So the clock, I will be providing the pin of the clock. So in the Basis 3 board, my clock is connected at W5 pin. The clock is connected at the pin number W5. So I will map the pin of my clock to that pin on the FPGA board. So as you can see, I have selected the package pin as W5. Also change the IO standard to LV-CMOS 33 because this is a 3.3 volt logic. So this is done. Now Control and S. So as you can see, this is a constraint file. When I press Control S, then the constraint file will be created. So we will name this constraint file, and when we click OK, then this constraint file will be created. So this constraint file contains the locations of the pin on the FPGA board. So the mapping process is now complete. The only process that is now remaining is that we have to implement this design. So as you can see, the constraint file has been created. You can double click on it and view also. So we will run the implementation part. So click on yes, and it will resynthesize the design because we have done the pin mapping. So I will pause the video, and okay, so implementation has been done successfully. Now we will create the bit stream and we will burn this bit stream on the FPGA board. So we will be programming the FPGA board using this bit stream file. So as you can see, the bit stream generation process is now going on, and this is a computer aided design, so everything is aided by the computer. So this is a benefit of computer aided design. Please like and share the video and subscribe the channel for more such videos on Vivado and also Cadence Virtuoso and more topics of VLSI design. So bit stream generation has been done. Now we will open the hardware manager, and now I will connect my FPGA board to the laptop to program that. So we will click on auto connect. So this will automatically connect the FPGA board. So as you can see, the board has been now connected using Vivado software, and in the next step we will program the device. So we will program the device, and when we click on the programming the device, then this device will be programmed. So we will run both the files. So as you can see, this programming the device is going on. It is a very fast process and my device has already been programmed. So now you can see the HW_VIO window is open. So this is a virtual input output for hardware. So as you can see, it is a total virtual process. So we do not need to actually give the inputs on the FPGA board. We can just do that virtually using this window only. So we will add the probes. Our AND gate has 3 inputs. So we will select uh, all the 3 probes. Two are for the in A and B inputs and 1 is for the output. Remember that we have connected them opposite on the VIO block because we have to test them. So as you can see, I will now select my input probes and output probes. So I will program the output probe as a LED. So we can choose the LED here, and I will be choosing the low value as red and high value as green. You can select any colors, but this is a general value, so I will do that. So as you can see, output is programmed like a LED, just like we do on a FPGA board. And the input I will be using as a toggle button. So because input can be either low or high, so I will use it as a toggle button. So 0 or 1 will be the toggle. So as you can see, our design is working successfully. In AND gate, when both the inputs are 1, then the LED has activity and it goes to green. And when both the inputs are 0, then the LED has activity and it goes to red. So whenever the LED value changes, then there is a activity bar also appears. So as you can see, our design has been performed successfully.